Guys, I'm making a video to teach you a technique. It's called summary technique to master your speaking skill. It also the reading skill also. But today I just let you know a little bit about this skill, and if you can apply it into your daily life, make it a habit. Like after like 30 days, your speaking skill will skyrocket. Okay, so the first you have a fire story, a simple story for your reading. Um, what I means when I say simple story is the story you can easily read without checking the dictionaries, without look up the definition. You can understand like 90%. The 10% left is like for the guessing, the vocab and guessing on the meaning depend on the context you are reading. Okay, that will help. Okay, the first challenge is like read through a short chapter of the story. Okay, then you like take note a few keywords like I'm doing here on the screen, a few keywords. Why? Because like if you had to remember the whole story, it kind of like a heavy test for your mind. So you had to like make it easier for your mind to remember by just look at some few keywords. In the memories class I'm teaching, like it's called the golden note technique for the memory. Then you like kind of practice, okay? And one of the key things I often do with my students, I force them to publish the video. It means that they have to, had to practice a lot of time. You had to confirm your fear of their being criticized, okay? And that's bit of motivation we have you practice like a lot of time until you feel satisfied with the quality of the video, with the quality. And while you are practicing for a lot of time like that, it will help to train your mind, train your mouth, or train a lot of things. Okay, I'll see a lot of example of my student like doing the same thing, and they get really fast progress in a really short period of time. Okay, and if you committed to like become a real English speaker really good, you can do the same thing. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so I am now into the story. I will try to summarize the story in like couple of minutes. Okay, so the first situation is like the main character Julian is in the front of the house. He calling his brother Daniel's are ask him if he's ready for the trip because they are leaving London for Spain today, and they will become an exchange student for 3 or 6 months. In election is mean for a term. Uh, they are both college students. Okay, they are doing their degree in Spanish. It means they already know a lot about Spanish, but they want to learn more. Okay, know more about language. Yeah, if you learn a language or for example, like for everything, if you know more, I know a lot about things you want to know about more about that. It's kind of a little bit like fuel inside. And they live in the same house. They share a house. Okay. And the next part of the story, it talk about the character, the Daniel. Daniel have a strong build. It means like a strong body. His leg is strong because he have practiced hours in a tennis course, and he also play basketball really well. Her sister it look like the same him, okay, except the eyes and the hair, okay. The next paragraph it talk about that her parents go work. Their dads are electricians for major electric companies, and their mothers like a writer, She also owned a books company. That company sell science fiction books. You know, the kind of the story talk about the future or the universe, okay, events, okay. And the parents kind of had a lot of money, okay. Then they give a walk of cash, it's like a bunch of money, okay, a plenty of money for them to pay for everything in that trip, okay. They kind of really surprised for that skip. So now it's time for them to ready to head for the airport. The sister is look really nervous because she worry about what could happen in Spain, because she like doesn't know anyone in there except his brothers. So it's time to check in, do a lot of the things to ready for the plane. They hug and say goodbye before the plane take up. Okay, um, that's it. That's the way I summarize the story. And you practice a lot until you feel like, oh wow, this is good. Okay, and then you publish the video. When you publish the video, you have to remember this. Every time when someone comments, when someone like, or someone give you the something, the feedback for you to improve the next time, notice about the mistake. Okay, watch the video again a lot of time, notice the mistake. Maybe you can record a new video, or you have to practice for a week and then like publish a new video for yourself to notice the progress you make after the first video and this video after a week. Don't stop just like to make a video and that's it. You're not learning a lot if you do that. Okay. I hope this will help you to have a little bit of motivation to practice English today. Okay. Thank you for your listening.